Thanks, Dave. Hi, I'm Payam Mirrashidi. At Apple, we're driven by the idea that the products and services we create should help people unleash their creativity and potential. We build some of the largest internet services on the planet, and many of them run on AWS. My team works on services such as App Store, Apple Music, Apple TV, and podcasts, the services billions of you use every day, and what I like to call the fun stuff. We also build the underlying cloud infrastructure across AWS and our own data centers that makes it all possible. Wow, that's a lot of technology power on one slide. And not just the kind you see in the F1 movie, but the kind that powers experiences for billions of users all over the world. And that's why we're always looking for ways to optimize how we develop and deliver our services. Now, many of you are navigating a hybrid world, balancing your own infrastructure with the power of AWS. And let me tell you, at Apple, we get that. We face the same pressures and challenges you do. We're in a massive operation. We're tackling the same problems: scalability, performance, and reliability. And we're solving it with AWS. Like many of you, my journey as a developer started with coding in C. And then in 2002, when I joined Apple as an engineer on the original iTunes store, we're a Java shop. We're a small team with big dreams of how to change how the world consumed music. Over the years, we mostly stuck with Java, and when we needed more performance, we used C++. But it was, well, cumbersome to develop and even more difficult to support at scale in production. And as our services scaled, we also faced new coding challenges. The tools we had weren't always up to the task. Now, around the same time, Apple's own operating system team was creating Swift. Initially, the premier language for developing the apps you know and love on your iPhones and Macs. Swift's performance, modern design, and built-in safety features revealed its potential for server-side development. Now, I know, introducing a new language, especially on the server, can raise eyebrows. But with Swift, a single developer can often handle both client and server-side. You can turn client-side logic into a library, run it server-side, maintaining a single code base. The power of having the same logic on both client and server is immense, and I think you'll find it incredibly valuable for your teams too. Today, Apple uses Swift to power everything from Apple Silicon all the way up to the pixels rendered on your screen. Swift is easy to learn, scales beautifully from embedded systems to massive architectures, and is perfect for building distributed services or complex system software. Apple is processing billions of requests per day with apps built in Swift running directly on AWS Graviton. We've seen a 40% increase in performance and a 30% reduction in cost by rewriting core services in Swift and moving workloads to Graviton. The transition from x86 has been seamless, with a near drop-in replacement for Java thanks to Graviton. Apple moved to ARM more than a decade ago to power our devices, and now we're seeing the same value moving to ARM-based Graviton to get more out of our infrastructure. Higher throughput means fewer instances, lower costs, and a smaller footprint, a win for our customers and for the planet. A great example is our spam detection feature in iOS 26. We use Swift on AWS Graviton to scale the compute-heavy operations behind the service that helps us detect suspicious phone numbers while maintaining privacy for hundreds of millions of users. In fact, the Messages app running on your phone, the spam detection feature running on the server are using the same language and scaling seamlessly. This feature is built with homomorphic encryption using a Swift library that we open sourced, enabling private and secure computation of data without the server ever decrypting it. This allows us to handle massive volumes of data and protect billions of users with incredible speed. In an era of vibe coding and AI development, the languages we choose are critical. Swift's legibility and safety make it a great addition to your AI toolbox. 10 years ago this month, we open sourced Swift and shared this incredible language with the world. And the response has been remarkable. Today, Swift is available on Linux, Windows, Android, and more. It's embraced by a vibrant community, and millions of developers globally are building apps from everything from devices to data centers. It's time to consider Swift for your next project. Check out swift.org for a language that's fast, expressive, and safe, running on the next generation infrastructure of AWS and Graviton. And in case you haven't heard, there's now a native Swift toolchain available for Amazon Linux, the first distribution to have an official package. To the AWS and Swift on Server community, thank you for your vision and your partnership. I'd also like to thank Dave for having me here today. We can't wait to see what you all create with Swift on AWS Graviton. Thank you.